What's good, Angelites and Elvis family? It's your boy Angelo's World. Welcome back to our world. Elvis Presley on the Steve Allen Show on High Gardner calling. I don't know who that Gardner calling. I don't know who that is. From July 1st, 1956. Let's check this out together. Smash that like button. And let's go, you guys.
Brought to you by Viceroy, the cigarette with 20,000 fillers. Twice as many fillers as the other two largest selling filler brands for the smoothest taste in smoking. Jergens Woodbury, specialists in beauty care. Makers of Woodbury soap for the skin you love to touch.
Oh, you always say that, Gene Rayburn.
And Jergens lotion to stop detergent hands. And Crosley and Bendix home appliances featuring Crosley radio and television with exclusive Zoom antenna. And the fabulous Duomatic washer-dryer all-in-one, divisions of Avco Manufacturing Corporation. And now here he is, the star of our show, Steve Allen.
Thank you very much, and welcome to our second show. We've got a lot of mail I want to talk about in a minute. Tremendous mail about last week's show, and there's a lot of excitement here tonight in the theater. Well, with Elvis Presley being on the show. As a matter of fact, you ought to see the street outside. They got 45 teenagers holding the cops back. It's a crazy thing out there.
In a moment, Steve will present Elvis Presley. First, a word from Viceroy, the smoothest taste in smoking.
At long last, there's a smoother taste in smoking.
It's the Viceroy taste.
Smoother, 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 Viceroy.
Smoother taste 'cause Viceroy has twice as many filters as the other two leading filter cigarettes.
Yes, this is the answer to America's question. Which cigarette gives me the smoothest taste? Viceroy. Smoother than any other cigarette.
Crazy.
And this is the reason.
Not y'all have a commercial for
Viceroy
cigarettes.
has 20,000 filters. Made from
That's
pure
crazy.
cellulose. Soft, snow white, natural. That's twice as many filters in every Viceroy tip as the other two largest selling filter brands. The result? The Viceroy taste is never, never rough.
Who
It's
actually
the
smoked those
smoothest
back in the day?
In smoking.
A smoother taste 'cause Viceroy has
Like
twice
what?
as many filters
Viceroy
as the other two
cigarettes.
leading filter cigarettes.
That's crazy.
Smoke smoother, Viceroy.
I really want to know who smoked those back in the day.
Well, you know, a couple of
That's
weeks
crazy.
ago on the Milton Berle Show, our next guest, Elvis Presley, received a great deal of attention, which
A few
some people
weeks.
seem to
That was
interpret
only
one
a
way
few
and some
weeks
viewers
after that.
interpret it another. Naturally, it's our intention to do nothing but a good show. Somebody's barking back there. We want to do a show the whole family can watch and enjoy, and we always do. And tonight we are presenting Elvis Presley in his, what you might call his first comeback. And at this time, it gives me extreme pleasure to introduce the new Elvis Presley. Here he is.
The new Elvis Presley?
Elvis, I must say you look absolutely wonderful. You really do, and I think your millions of fans are really going to get a kind of a kick seeing a different side of your personality tonight.
Well, thank you, Mr. Allen.
I'll hold your guitar here.
It's not too often that I get to wear the suit and tails and all that stuff. But I think I have on something tonight that's not quite correct for evening wear.
Not quite formal. What's that, Elvis?
Blue suede shoes.
Oh, yes. I know what you mean. Well, Elvis, you're certainly being a real good sport about the whole thing, and now I have a little surprise for you. Gene, can I have the surprise?
There you are.
Thank you, Gene Rayburn. This, Elvis, believe it or not, is a giant petition. It was signed by 3 giants out in the alley. No, seriously, this was signed by over 18,000 of Elvis's loyal fans saying they wanted to see him again soon on television. It was sent in to us just the other day by our good friend DJ Don Wallace in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 18,000 signatures on this. Elvis, it's a fine thing.
That's wonderful, Mr. Allen. I'd like to thank all those those wonderful folks, and I'd like to thank you, too.
Well, that's okay. Elvis, now what you going to sing? What are you going to sing for us first tonight?
I want you, I need you, I love you.
Here's the big RCA hit.
Hold me close, hold me tight, make me thrill, desire. Let me know where I stand from the start. I want you, I need you, I love you with all my heart. Every time that you're near, all my cares disappear. Darling, you're all that I'm living for. I want you, I need you, I love you more and more. Oh, well, I thought I could live without romance until you came to me. But now I know that I will go on loving you eternally. Won't you please be my own? Never leave me alone, 'cause I die every time we're apart. I want you, I need you, I love you with all my heart. Oh, well, I thought I could live without romance until you came to me. But now I know that I will go on loving you eternally. Never leave me alone, 'cause I die every time we're apart. I want you, I need you, I love you with all my heart.
With the great vocal group, the George Mayors in the background. Elvis, your new record hit, I predict it's going to be one because I've heard you rehearse it. You're going to record it tomorrow, called Hound Dog. I got you a very cute little hound dog right here.
This was before that?
Away you go.
That's crazy.
Who's that?
Or this was right before that?
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never gonna rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, I said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Yeah, they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Yeah, you ain't never gonna rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never gonna rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine.
Whoever it is on guitar.
Well, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, you ain't never gonna rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't never gonna rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a
Elvis Presley, Imogene Cope, and Andy Griffin will all be back in 1 minute, and they'll join Steve in a real Western Range roundup. Beautiful Kyle McDonald's here now to give you some handy advice.
I think most women will agree with me. When it comes to your hands, they've just got to be feminine and lovely. You can't cover up rough, red detergent hands, but you can stop detergent hands with Jergens lotion. In a laboratory test, over 400 women soaked both hands in a household detergent. The left hand became rough, raw, and red because it was not given Jergens lotion care. The right hand, with Jergens lotion care, stayed soft, smooth, white. And now when sun and drying wind rob your hands of moisture, leave them parched and uncomfortable, you can depend on Jergens lotion. Jergens lotion penetrates to help replace that moisture. Keeps hands soft, smooth, comfortable. Never leaves a sticky, greasy film. Get Jergens lotion. Only 10 cents to $1.
Now we get lotion for like 15.
Creative programming in television has been increasing by leaps and bounds. Viewers offered a variety of programs designed to educate and inform him. But no matter how far we go, one type of program will always be with us. Its appeal reaches out to children, touches the most sophisticated adults. It's the Western program. Guitars, 10-gallon hats, and cowboy boots make a combination that's assured of high ratings. So for all children and adults everywhere, here is our own Western show.
Out there in television land. This is your old partner, Big Steve, and the whole gang, and it's mighty good to be here putting on our show for all you folks out there in television land. Right, gang? Yes, truly, I want to tell you, I love television land, and I love every one of you, and I love good, clean sportsmanship, and I love everybody. Ain't that right, gang? You know, and friends, it really is.
Bro, what is this?
Contest for the name of that chord, but it really is great being out here in the Old West, just sitting on the edge of the cayuse and watching the corrals dogie down the trail while the chuck wagon skedaddles over the bunkhouse and the old buckboard is a hog tying the sagebrush. You know what I mean? That's a nice piece. And you critters, if you want a longhorn or coyote, you just pinto out our way and we're going to mosey up a little mesa. Right, gang? All right. Shut up back there. Makes so much noise I can hardly think. But you know, a lot of you cowpokes have written in and asked to know more about the gang here, and I'd like to know more about them myself. I don't trust any of them. Right, gang? I never said nobody. When I say I went quiet, I mean quiet. Now get this. First off, this critter here, come on up and crit for him. This is the critter here. Right on. All right, this is Rattlesnake Griffith, folks. He's a mighty brave man. He come to this ranch 10 years ago, and he didn't know the meaning of the word cowardice. No, he didn't know the meaning of the word fear. Right, Rattlesnake?
Right. I was the dumbest cowboy you ever seen.
What's he talking about? Anyway, this doggy here is Tumbleweed Presley. Come on up, Tumble.
Tumbleweed Presley?
I'll tell you about this fella. He is a trick rider. You ain't seen trick riding until you've seen Tumbleweed, right?
You tell him.
I'm telling him. You tell me to tell him, and I'll tell him.
Bro.
But you know, let me tell you, yesterday he went across the range at a full gallop blindfolded, and he picked up a rattlesnake with his teeth. He jumped 4 fences, and he dropped that snake into a gopher hole at a full gallop. Tell him why it was so tough, Tumbleweed.
I don't use no horse.
I don't think he's telling the truth. This one right here, this little girl. Get up here! Come on, wake up there. This is the little flower of the prairie, cactus coca. Now you wouldn't believe it to look at her, but I don't believe it, and I'm looking at her. You look out there, how many times am I going to have to tell you? This little girl, though, can ride and rope and shoot and fight just as good as every man on our ranch. Tell them why.
Because every man on our ranch is a big sissy.
They are not.
They are so.
Oh, shut up. Now, partner, we're a friendly bunch here, ain't we? First, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Word from the sponsor, right, Lynn?
Let's all
come on up here. You know, this program, Big Steve and the Gang, are brought to you by my good friends, the makers of Tonto Bars. That is the delicious candy, the candy that comes out of the Old West right into your old mouth, and that's what I mean. Now, the Tonto Bar is a big favorite out here in the West. Tell them why, Rattlesnake.
Well, sir, friends, it's cause they won't allow it in the East, that's why.
Blabbermouth. Anyway, friends, the Tonto Bar is a secret blend. I'll tell you how. The Tonto Bar, the Tonto people...
You'll get it right.
Yeah. The Tonto people, they take rich cream, and they take sweet sugar, and they take creamy caramel, and they take thick chocolate, and they take all that stuff home. I don't know what
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Look how this Tonto Bar is wrapped. It's wrapped to keep that great Tonto flavor locked in there. Yes, sir, friends, if you ever unlocked it, you'd never buy nothing. These people... And friends, dentists recommend Tonto bars because tests prove that Tonto causes more cavities than any other candy.
Yes, sure it is. I'll tell you one thing more, boy. Tonto is fresh. It's made fresh, it's wrapped fresh, and it's delivered fresh. It don't get stale till you put it in your mouth, but that's your look at it.
Just sink your own teeth into a Tonto bar and you'll say... You can't get your mouth open again.
And kids, when you open your Tonto bar, don't you throw away that wrapper. No, you keep that wrapper and burn that wrapper. Because if the Board of Health ever seen one, they'd put Big Steve away for life, and we wouldn't want that.
Don't forget, friends, that the Tonto Bar made with the Chemo Savvy Candy Company of Tomaine, Texas.
That's right. I'm going to open this thing right here and take a bite to show you just how much I like it. There's it. Whoa, ho! I got it. Yes, good boy. All right, we're going to a little Western song going for you right now. Here we go. You stop that with that rapping band. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo.
Bro.
Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo. Yippee-yi-yay.
Bro.
Would you shut up there? You're making a fool of yourself tonight. Let's get a good lively tempo going here.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Shut up with the bell there! I'll tell you one more time. Well, I got a girl, name is Sue. She's my little buckaroo. She's a Western Gallic horse, and her skin and face, of course. Yippee-yi-yo, 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 Friday!
I got a ranch, it's way out west. It's the place I like the best, but I'm gonna tie the whole thing down and move that ranch to Levittown.
Hey, yippee-yi-yo, 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 Friday!
I went out west on a wagon train, find a man like John Wayne. I looked around for days and days and ended up with Gabby Hayes.
Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo, Friday!
Well, I got a horse and I got a gun. I'm going out and have some fun. I'm a warning you, galoot. Don't step on my blue suede boot.
Yeah! Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo,
One moment, please. Hi, Gardner
Hello. I'm Marilyn, High Gardner's secretary. Tonight, as usual, the Herald Tribune syndicated columnist will be checking stories live and unrehearsed with names that make news. We'll talk with veteran band leader Ted Lewis, Egyptian dancer Nejla Ace, the unidentified author of a shocking book titled I Was a Dope Addict. And to get right into action immediately with the most controversial entertainer of the year, well, you'll hear who. Hi, I have Elvis Presley on the phone. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Elvis. Just one moment.
Hello, Elvis. Hello? Did you have fun tonight on the Steve Allen Show?
Yes, sir. I really did. I really enjoyed it.
First time you ever worked in tux or tails?
It's the first time I ever had one on, period.
You mean you've got, as they say, 4 Cadillacs, but no tuxedos?
No tuxedo. I usually drive the Cadillacs in blue jeans.
That's very interesting, particularly when a cop stops you and wants to know if you own the car, huh?
That's right. You have to show him all your ownership papers and everything.
You know, less than 2 years ago, you were earning $14 a week as a movie usher and then $35 a week for driving a truck in Memphis. Today, you're the most controversial name in show business. Has this sudden notoriety affected your sleep, your appetite, or the size of your head?
Not the size of my head. It's affected my sleep.
How much sleep do you get?
Well, I average about 4 or 5 hours a night, I guess.
Is that enough?
No, it's really not.
Hell no.
And, I can't sleep any longer.
What do you keep in mind mostly? I mean, some of the songs you're going to do, or some of your plans, or what? What goes through your mind?
Well, everything has happened to me so fast in the last year and a half till I'm all mixed up, you know. I mean, I can't keep up with everything that's happening. And
well, I think that you've got very good company in Colonel Tom Parker. His feet are on the ground, and I think he's doing a wonderful job of keeping things rolling nicely. You know, I want to give you an opportunity here to go over a lot of the rumors that have been printed about you, including a few that I printed myself, because some of these things can be checked and some can't, and I think that we ought to sort of fix up the record. Now, your style of gyrating while you sing has been bitterly criticized, even by usually mild and gentle TV critics like Ben Groves. Now, do you bear any animosity towards these critics?
Well, not really. Those people have a job to do, and they do it.
And do you think you've learned anything from the criticism level that you?
No, I haven't.
Nope.
You haven't, huh?
Because I don't feel that I'm doing anything wrong.
Do you read the stuff?
Do I read? You mean
the reviews?
Not if I can help it.
Do you keep a scrapbook at all?
Only of the good stuff.
Only on the good stuff. That's smart. Tell me, what kind of a teenager were you? Did you consider yourself well behaved?
Yes. Well, I was raised, you know, in a pretty decent home and everything. My folks always made me behave whether I wanted to or not.
Well, how do they feel about your success and the things that some of the critics have said about you, both good and bad?
Well, I guess they're just like myself. They're very thankful for it. I mean, we always led a kind of a common life. We never had any luxuries, but we were never real hungry, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they're just, you know, they're real proud, just like I am.
Well, now, there were 2 or 3 columns this week that carried items that you had bought 4 Cadillacs. Now, what is that of that, Elvis?
It's
what?
It's the truth. I do have 4 Cadillacs.
What do you do with 4 Caddies?
Well,
Drive it?
I don't know. I haven't gotten used for 4. I just, you know, maybe someday I'll go broke and I can sell a couple of them.
Well, some people collect stamps and government bonds. I guess Cadillacs are probably in the same category. I understand you gave one of them to your folks. Is that right?
Well, anything that's mine is theirs. I mean, all 4 of them is theirs. I'm planning for 7. I mean, I want 7. You know.
You want 7, huh?
Yes.
Well, you know what's going to happen. You'll wind up outdoing Carey. It'll be the Presley Car Renting Corporation.
Yeah, I was thinking about the Presley used car lot, you know.
Yeah, I understand that you bought a home for your folks, and even though your father is only 39, you've insisted that he retire. Is that true?
Yes. Well, he's more help. I mean, he's more help at home than he is anywhere else because he can take care of all my business. He can, you know, he can look after things when I'm gone and everything.
Well, I think that's...
So let me see, he was like 19 when
you
you
had
had
personal appearance, you create a sort of mass hysteria amongst your audiences of teenagers. And you're shaking and quaking in the nature of an involuntary response to this hysteria?
Would you say that again, sir?
Well, I say that when you shake and you quake when you sing, is that sort of an involuntary response to the hysteria of your audience?
Involuntary?
Yeah.
Well, I'm aware of everything I do at all times, but it's just the way I feel.
I mean, for example, if somebody is playing ball, they play just a little bit harder when the fans root, and I was wondering whether this had anything to do with
sure. Well, I guess any artist, if the audience acts like they're enjoying it, if they act like they're with you, well, it makes you put more into it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that your rocking and rolling has had an evil influence on teenagers, or you think it gives them an outlet?
I don't see that any type of a music would have any bad influence on people when it's only a music. I mean, I can't figure it out. I mean, in a lot of the papers, they say rock and roll is a big influence on juvenile delinquency. I don't think that it is. Juvenile delinquency is something that's, well, it just, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't see how music would have anything to do with it at all.
I understand that Mitch Miller of Columbia Records defines rock and roll as a safe form of rebellion against mother, father, and teacher. Do you go along with this analysis?
I don't exactly know what he means by rebellion. I mean, how would rock and roll music make anybody rebel against their parents?
Well, I guess that answers Mr. Miller. Now, I've got a couple of questions here I'd like to sort of clear up. One of them, and it's sort of a silly one to me, after having talked with you at some length earlier, what about the rumor that you once shot your mother?
Well, I think that one takes the cake. I mean, that's about the funniest one I've ever heard.
Where'd that one come from? You got any idea?
I have no idea. I can't imagine. When you mentioned it to me, it's the first time I ever heard it.
Is that right?
First time I ever heard it.
Well, there's another one, too, you may not have heard before. Several newspaper stories hinted that you smoked marijuana to hit the bottle in order to work yourself into a frenzy while singing. What about that?
I don't know.
You won't even bother answering that one? Well, here's a one that's very interesting. I don't know whether you noticed the column the other day. They predict that Elvis Presley will be another James Dean. Now, have you heard that?
I've heard something about it. But I would never compare myself in any way to James Dean, because James Dean was a genius in acting.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'll say that I sure would like to. I mean, I guess there's a lot of actors in Hollywood that would like to have had the ability that James Dean had.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I would never compare myself with James Dean in any way.
Now, if you had your choice, would you prefer to be an actor than to be a singing entertainer?
If I were a good actor, of course I'm not a good singer, but if I were a good actor, I think that I would like it a little better. Although, if I ever break into the acting completely, I'll still continue my singing. I'll still continue making records.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's always a very, very good sideline. Well, it was just fine talking with you, and I hope that you'll enjoy a long career, whether it's acting or anything else. And I think that all of the things said about you, while they've been extremely critical, I think they have helped to make you the kind of a big name that has made it possible for you to do the things for your folks you always wanted to. So I sort of think I'd look at it that way, Elvis.
Well, sir, I tell you, you got to accept the bad along with the good. I've been getting some very, very good publicity.
Mm-hmm.
The press has been real wonderful to me, and then I've been getting some bad publicity, but you got to expect that. And I know that I'm doing the best I can, and I have never turned a reporter down. I never turned a disc jockey down, because they're the people that help making this business.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as I know that I'm doing the best I can,
No, you can't be expected to do any more. And I want to tell you, it's just been swell talking with you, and you make a lot of sense.
Thank you very
much. Give my best to Carl.
I sure will.
Bye-bye.
Him on the Steve Allen show, that was great. Hearing him sing Hound Dog to a Hound Dog, it was great. That interview was funny. Man, did you guys watch this on TV? Let's talk about it. And if it was on TV, which I'm pretty sure it was, what did you guys think about it? Because obviously this is before he went on the Milton Berle show. So like, when did you guys become Elvis fans, and did you guys see this on TV? What channel was it on? I know I'm asking a lot of questions. I'm just trying to figure things out, because again, I'm only 24, so there's a lot of things that I still would like to know, especially things that I haven't seen before when it comes to Elvis. And I know like a lot of you guys are like around that age, like 60, 50, so you guys were children or like teenagers when this stuff happened. So that's why, I ask a lot of questions and stuff, because I'm only 24. I was born in 2001. So that's why you guys hear me ask a lot of questions. But yeah, if you guys seen this on TV, how were you guys feeling? Were you guys laughing as hard as I was? Because this was so funny. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, smash that like button. Comment down below what other Elvis reactions you guys would like to see. And if you don't want to miss any other Elvis reactions I have on the way for you guys, and you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on that post notification bell so you can be notified of my next Elvis reaction goes live. And while you're at it, go check out my very last video, my reaction to Unchained Melody. Yeah, Unchained Melody from 1977. That video will be over here, so make sure you guys go check that out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.